Mr. Secretary, thank you for being here. Mr. Rutherford touched on a little bit the UASI grants, and for those watching, those are Urban Area Security Initiative grants that assist high-threat, high-density urban areas like Chicago. They help us build and sustain the capabilities necessary to prevent, protect against, respond to, and recover from acts of terrorism, all threats, foreign and domestic. Let me ask broadly, what's your vision for UASI? And I guess before I say that, I should thank you as well. I was pleased to hear that DHS, under your leadership, prevented some of the quick changes to the formula that were proposed previously. So I appreciate that. But as we go forward, and we as we always see evolving threats, what's your vision for this? And can you talk about some of the challenges the UASI program currently faces?
Thank you very much, Congressman. Indeed, I did put a halt to changes in the grant formula that would have redirected Urban Area Security Initiative grants in a way that, in my view and in the view of fellow experts, would not have delivered public safety and security in the most effective way to the urban areas across the United States. Those grants we have calibrated to address the most urgent priorities affecting our homeland. And so two important changes that I made was to require a certain percentage of the grant funds, 7.5% to be precise, dedicated to combating domestic violent extremism. That equates to approximately $77 million. In addition, again, to address the most urgent threats facing our homeland, I increased the minimum amount that must be dedicated to cybersecurity from 5% to 7.5%. One of the things that I am looking at very closely, Congressman, in partnership with the law enforcement community and the emergency and first responder community writ large, is whether the formulas do need to be redesigned to better deliver for the urban areas that the grant program is designed to serve. And so we are going to be engaging with stakeholders across the country to better understand their concerns with the existing formula and see what changes, if any, are suitable to meet more effectively the moment.
And you would come back to us before implementing those, I would assume, at least for some thoughts and consultation.
Most certainly, Congressman.
No, and part of this is as the threats grow, and obviously we've seen it in what you've had to address with cyber and your talk about increasing that. Others asking for this, which in the formula changes would have diluted the effort, right? Is there a need not just to reassess who needs what, but just how much we need and perhaps an overall increase given the enhanced threats, again, not just foreign as we were focused on, but clearly domestic now?
I would welcome that conversation, Congressman. I think that is a very, very important one to have.
Finally, any new tools that you're talking about with state and local leaders? And the example I hear about is updating integrated information sharing networks to improve analyzing, synthesizing, and disseminating info to prevent such attacks.
Thank you so much, Congressman. Indeed, we are engaged in discussions with our state, local, tribal, and territorial partners. One of the things which you mentioned is the provision of information to them, not only in real time, but to make sure that the information we provide is actionable for them. One of the things that we discussed, I discussed with our Office of Intelligence and Analysis, is whether that office, INA, everything seems to be known by an acronym in the federal enterprise. Yes. The Office of Intelligence and Analysis has the infrastructure to deliver real-time actionable information on both a secure environment and an unclassified environment. And we, with the support of this subcommittee and Congress are building a better infrastructure for that.
We appreciate that, and my time is up, but I look forward to those communications and working with you and giving you the resources you need. Thanks again for your help. I yield back.